Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings. Welcome back from our week off last week. My stomach is doing so much better. Um, so, welcome to High Vibe Mornings, though. On this show, we talk about everything about getting happy, all things spiritual, and all things manifesting. I do the show every Tuesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I always start the show with a general channeled message from Spirit, so that way, those of you who can't join live, you can still always come back and hear a very personal message in the beginning of the show. And then those of you who are able to join live, I then dive into free mini reads at the end of the show. Super chats, of course, do get priority. I do want to let you guys know if you would like to, I got my free gift, of course, if you guys would like to meet your spirit guide, free meditation to meet your spirit guide. And I also included a free mini manifesting course where I break down and explain all 5 steps of law of attraction. You just go to kellylunt.com/free gifts. I just put the link to that in the description. But I also, for a short period of time, I'm opening up personal readings. So if you would like a personal reading, I just dropped that link in the live chat replay. I'll try to remember to put it in the comments afterwards, but can't guarantee that. Yeah, I think that's it for announcements. So, if you're coming live, say hello. Let me know you're here. Hi, Antoinette. What's up? How are you? If you're watching the replay, just comment replay. Just let me know you're here. And just don't forget, for a short period of time, I have personal readings available. Okay, so without further ado, guys, let us just get to and Concha made it. What's up, Concha? Let's get to let's get to the general message from Spirit. Letting go that you can't control everything. Letting go that you can't control the high vibe state. Letting go that you can't control whether you're in a high vibe state or not. Letting go that you can't control if you're in a low vibe state or not. You came down for the human experience, which is emotions. You came down to feel. When we were in Source looking down, we didn't know that if you stubbed your toe that it would hurt. The first round of humans figured that out. Then it was every time I walk, this hurts my feet. I want to be down here. This is cool, but this hurts my feet. We sent someone down who could develop shoes. Well, this is great, but I'm kind of tired of sleeping under rain. We sent someone down who could build a roof. And life is always expanding. So there's always going to be contrast if it's a negative emotion, or expansion if you're expanding into a new state of being. Expansion would be the person who came down to build the roof. They have to be willing to get an idea out of nowhere and follow that impulse. That's expansion. That's a new sensation in your body. So many of you are discovering, what is contrast? I'm legit feeling a negative, bad feeling emotion on this topic, versus what is expansion. We need you guys to ground into your body and just embrace, I came down to have the human level experience, which involves all of the emotions. And right now, I'm very likely in a state of expansion, which means I'm adapting and adjusting to new emotions, new sensations in my body. And Kelly's favorite examples, you clasping your hands together. Notice what hand's on top. So unclasp and reclasp, making sure that one's on the bottom. And You're getting used to new sensations. Different parts of your hands are touching, new signals are being sent to your brain and your body. The same is happening when you're going from employed to a better employed place, from yoga instructor teacher to being a broker. Only it's the way you see yourself, it's the way you see the world, it's how you let other people see you, and getting used to the new sensations of people seeing you in a different light. Walking into the room and being cherished and adored is an entirely different sensation, feeling state, than walking into the room and being respected and people going quiet, people going, ooh, she's here, we want her to like us, we might need her to buy a house in the future. So there's a lot that you're adjusting to. So that is going to be a little bit of a balance between, is this contrast, is this expansion? Going from walking into a room and being cherished and adored, oh, so and so's here, we just love her so much, to you're now walking into a room and sometimes it goes a little bit more quiet. We think you guys can understand why that would bring up a bit of contrast. What? Do people not like me? Do people not, But then also expansion. Oh, so this is what respect feels like. This is what it feels like to be the person that people don't want to piss off. So you guys are at that fine line. Antoinette, is it too much for me to ask for a place closer to home so I could spend more time with my family? Is it too much for me to ask to be closer to home and more money? Is this too much for me to ask for that? Am I greedy? Are you going to focus on the contrast? Or are you going to focus on the, I am expanding? Ask and it is given. My inner being is guiding me through the expansion process of discovering how to allow in just a little bit more money and a softer, more feminine feeling in my body. It's okay for me to want those things, and it's safe for me to sink into my body and just allow that vibrational, aka emotional state expansion within me to occur. Many of you just need to sink into your body and be okay for the vibrational, emotional expansion that's going to occur in your body, and then the accompanying thoughts and the way that you view the world, you got to allow them to come in. You're just going to feel different in your body, and it's going to be better. That's it. That's our wish for you guys to hear today. Hey, Min made it. What's up, Min? Hey, Lakesview made it. What's up, Lakesview? Lakesview, do I have your email? Because I've got a little request I have to ask. Let me check that really quick. I think you did email me, right? Let's see. We got Min in the house too. Oh, and we have someone new. We have Abhishek Pujari. Hello. I think it, okay, let me just double check. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, good, good. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my, got on my to-do list to reach out to you. Hey, JV made it. What's up, everyone? Okay, guys, any questions, comments on the general message from Spirit that we just talked about? Any help applying that to your life? Comment, what are you expanding in that you can, so for you to now allow in? But we can also just dip into the free mini reads portion of the show. Super chats, of course, do get priority. Is there an age limit here? No. I love 70, 80, 90, 100-year-olds. Hey, CZ Bunny, what's up? CZ Bunny, are you Karina? Once YouTube changed it so we see usernames now instead of the names. Oh, do you mean like a young one? Well, I don't know. How old are you, Hyper? I don't know if I want to read for people under like. God, it depends on the situation what the question is. Karina, okay, Karina. Do I have your email, Karina? No, but I have your. I could reach out to you on Instagram. I have a little request of you and Lake's View. So, okay, let me write this down. Karina, I have your IG and Lake's View email. Okay. All right, good. I know a way to connect with you guys both now. That was on my to-do list. Me and my son's father decided to call it quits, but he plans to stay until the lease ends. Wow. Okay, so let me focus on Lakesview first, and then I will go to Antoinette. Um, Freeman read portion of the show, guys. Super chats get priority. As of right now, the order is going to be Lakesview, then Antoinette. So, wow, Lakesview, you made the decision to call it quits. I hope you feel that self respect for yourself. When's the lease up again, Lakesview? Well, I'm not going to say my exact age for safety, but I'm 10 to 14, so if I am too young, I can leave. Um, I'll do a reading for you. I just don't like doing, I definitely don't want to do like medical or financial, since you're younger. I just don't want to do like medical or financial or like that kind of stuff for someone younger. But I'm all about personal growth and self-development, and every age needs that. So we'll get you after Antoinette. The order will be Lakesview, Antoinette, and then what's your username? Hyper artist? Hyper, and then we'll get to Hyper. So if your question's like, personal development, self-development, absolutely. Okay, so well, let's see what Spirit has to say for you, Lakesview. What do you have to say to Lakesview, Spirit? We're proud of you for taking this step and taking this leap and making this decision. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. We just want to highlight for you that you're not energetically done with the connection, which is why he isn't moving out, or a new place for you to go to isn't becoming abundantly clear and obvious. You're holding on because you should apologize. You should recognize and acknowledge all I did for you, all I did for us, and you should apologize. You're holding on to some anger there. So do you see how you still are energetically connected and tied to him and trying to work that out? You may not be trying to work the relationship out, but you are. You should acknowledge me. You should apologize. Can you see how much I did for all of us? Can you see how I was the best thing in your life and you should have tried harder to make it work? Yeah, so just kind of pointing out how you're still connected. Hello. Oh, well, hello from India. Welcome. After the lease is up, he says he'll get his own apartment 45 minutes away. Okay, nice. That's a good distance. Close enough to still be a dad, but far enough that he can't just swing by. Yes, yes, I have resentment for the way he switched up on me. Ooh, that's debatable. I want him to go to Alabama. I was a bit disappointed. That's understandable. Most of the time, well, you guys are both still energetically tied together, so you can see that. Okay, so Spirit, she's saying she sees it. What else do you have for her? The more you process and let go of the anger and the frustration, the free-form journaling with the bilateral stimulation would work wonders for you on that. That coupled with what is it that you think you need from him? I want him to apologize because I then think I would get this, this, and this, or I would feel this. And the more that you can identify what it is you're hoping to get out of him, and then you self-validate. I understand why I would want that from him. That would feel so good. Well, I'm going to acknowledge how much I tried to pour into the relationship. I'm going to acknowledge and see that I did try more than I should have. I tried to the point of exhaustion. I see that I did that. A couple of those two things, and it will be a little bit of a process. It's not going to be a one-time journaling session. It's like the onion theory. When you peel one layer of the onion out, it gets smaller, so you won't be in as much anger. You won't be in as much frustration, but it's still there. You peel another layer off. So it's going to be that kind of process, but those two practices are your spiritual practice at least over the next 2, 3, 4, maybe even up to 5, 6 weeks. It really depends how deep you let yourself go in each one of those sessions. And they're asking, do you see? Oh, okay. Well, Hyper, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll definitely read for you in the future. Just definitely try to keep the questions like personal growth and self development, you know? I feel slighted because I know I did so much and I don't get any credit by the way I subbed. Well, welcome for subscribing. I hope you have a good day. I have resentment from the name calling. He's so cold to me now. Okay, that's understand. So validation is when someone like sees you like, hey, I see how much pain you're in. I see how much anger and frustration you have. I can see how important that is to you, Lakesview. I can understand how important that is to you. And I could also share that most people who are in your shoes would also feel that way. So it is completely understandable, completely normal what you're going through. That's validation. Can you provide that for yourself? Whoa, I totally get and see why I want acknowledgement for everything I gave. I put up with a lot. I tolerated far more than I'm sure other people would have. I gave him so many chances. I can see why I want him to acknowledge me. Um, I feel slighted. I feel disrespected. He didn't give me any credit or any acknowledgement for what I gave to the relationship. I didn't give myself, this is where I didn't give myself any acknowledgement. You're doing too much. You're giving more than feels good. You are pouring your cup out. You're not making sure your cup is refilled. I'm now acknowledging. Does that make a little bit of sense, Lakes, for you? Okay. I'm just trying to show you how to do what they showed you. I have resentment from the name calling. He's so cold to me now. I resent him. I don't see why it needs to turn bitter. Like, come on, if you like, you really want to live together for four months with this kind of anger and bitter and resentment. Like, of course, I resent him. I accommodated so much and and acquiesced and accommodated and forget having any of my needs met, just focus on him and his needs. And now that it's time to just be peaceful adults, he's like name calling. Anyone would be frustrated in my shoes. Um, he doesn't care about my feelings and I'm still so reasonable to him. I hate and feel frustrated that I'm reasonable to someone who's unreasonable to me. I kind of hate my high moral and my high ethics because I'm showing someone respect who's disrespecting me to my face. I hate that I can't speak up for myself more. See, this is part of that free form journey that's going to come out for you. I hate that I can't speak up for myself. I hate that I didn't stop the disrespect when I first met him. Hey, that was disrespectful. Ouch, that hurt. I also dread the idea of him being difficult in the future. Yeah, see, this is all you got to journal to get a lot of that energy out. Um, but this is why you guys are still tied together and no one's moving. Because once you work through the energy and the emotions that's keeping you guys are tied together with those two practices, it will just, you know what? Once you're not getting any kind of energetic emotional bump from interacting with him, and once he's not getting any kind of emotional energy from you, right? Because some people, they have wires crossed, so they view love as hate. They view love as, well, as long as they're sending me negative energy, that means they still care. So it's once you kind of work through those, and what they give you the practice of the free form journaling with the bilateral stimulation. Um, oh, and then everything, make that list of everything you want him to do, and then what would you get out of it? How would you feel? You then have to self validate that to yourself to like let go of that energy. Okay, let's go on to Antoinette, and then let's see if we can get some more mini reads in here. Who's all here? Say hello. It gives me time to save. I'll be responsible for all the bills once he leaves. We'll check into child support and see what that's like, Lakesview. Okay, but that's true. Okay, I see that, Lakesview. Okay, so let's go to Antoinette. Welcome, Hyper Arta Antoinette. I'm a little nervous to fully sink into my body. I feel like I'm 10% away. Wow, Antoinette, you still here and are you ready for your turn? We're in the free mini reads portion of the show, guys. Super chats do get priority though, so if you want to guarantee that you get your mini read, send a super chat. Right now we're working on Antoinette. But Antoinette, I want to make sure you're here. Oh yeah, okay, see your comment. Okay. So Antoinette, sorry, and I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just trying to highlight for you. When you're 15 to 10% away, are you saying I am 85% in my body? Because believe it or not, you are only 15 to 10 to 15% being present in your body, feeling the emotions. If you're feeling anxiety, panic, no, you're not sunk into your emotions. That's 10 to 15%. If you sink into your body and go, the panic is, I feel afraid of how I'm going to pay rent next month. And I feel completely hopeless for how I'm ever going to get out of this situation because I can't imagine living my life where I'm afraid of paying rent every single month. That is 90% in your body. You're naming an actual emotion, which is fear and hopeless, right? Okay, JV, I'll see if I can get to you after Antoinette. Okay. Yeah, Antoinette. Or the other way I can interpret that sentence is, are you 10 to 15% away from being willing to sink into your body? So give me your thoughts, your questions, your comments, and then let's get a mini read for you. But guys, it's so important to sink into your body and feel your emotions because how law of attraction works, it's here's where I am, here's where I want to be, the manifestation, the end goal. It's an emotional journey to get there. And it's like Google Maps, the end destination, the starting location. I want to be happily married in an amazing relationship, and I feel scared that they're going to take advantage of me. You now gave the universe the end point and the starting point, and it's the universe's job. Step two. Step one, you do the ask, which means you do the end destination and the starting destination. Step two is their job. They arrange stuff. So they arrange the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready. Step three, you receive, which means you receive the YouTube video, the course that helps you see how your next relationship could be different than previous ones. It will help guide you to witness other relationships that are healthy. So you can be like, oh my God, if that's what it's like, sign me up, let's go. So you need to sink in your body and feel your emotions because otherwise it's like the same as putting Google Maps the end destination and you're like, okay, Google Maps, tell me how to get there. Is Google Maps going to give you directions? It can't. It doesn't know where you're at. So if you're not sinking into your body, you're just putting the end destination into Google Maps. Okay, I hope that helped, guys. You've got to let it go, Antoinette, that you have no control. You picked the quicken pace. And keep in mind what we said yesterday in the All Signs General Message reading. You picked the quicken pace. You put the raft in the center of the river. You're now on the rapids. You don't have control how fast you're going to go. The boat is going. You have a little bit of sway with the oars for a little directional control. The boat's in the river. Would you grab the lens and go, oh my God, ah? Or would you try to sit, try to look, aka be present in your body? And, if the guide said, everyone on the right, row just a little, would you be the person screaming onto the handle, aka not being present, just being like, well, I'm along for the ride, bump, 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 bump? Or would you sit there and look ahead and go, oh, okay, I see that that's going to be a little extra over there, so I'm going to hold on and brace. Okay, I can let go a little. Okay, he said row. Which one do you want to be? And Antoinette, when you say, why do I do that to myself? Are you going to view it as you're torturing yourself? Or are you going to view it as, well, I know I manifested this. I wanted the stay-at-home mom experience. I wanted this. I wanted that. I was unprepared for some of the emotions that would set in. I was unprepared for this. And this is where, and you took my course. So this is where you got to detach, view yourself, third person point of view and go, this is what it feels like to love being a homemaker, love being a mom. And this is also what it feels like to be worried that I might never get another good, awesome job. Whoa, this is what this feels like. Universe, please keep helping me feel better along this journey. And like Antoinette, you might spend an hour or two of your morning every morning just doing stuff to make yourself feel better, right? I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you followed me back in the very beginning, but when I first switched over from like corporate work to this, I was unprepared. The first 3 months were really hard on me. I had to spend a good like 2, 3, 4 hours every day. I just want this many clients every month because if I had this many clients, I would make this much money and I would be able to pay all of my bills. And if I could pay all of my bills, I would feel stable, safe, secure, grounded. And I was like, well, what do I have right now that gives me that? Like, you know what? I have a stable floor. My floor is stable. My floor is stable. It doesn't move. It's not quicksand. When I take a step to the left, it's here, it's stable, it's solid. I feel safe in my trusting of it. Um, yeah, but does that make sense, Antoinette, about the you're gonna have to soothe your emotions a bit? And it's okay if every day, like your job is the emotional management. It is a lot. There you go. That's you and your body, Antoinette. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, Ivan Ray, how are you? Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the place on the internet where we talk about all things getting happy, all things spiritual, and all things manifesting. That is my free gifts. It is a free course in manifesting, and it is also free meditation to meet your own spirit guide. And if anyone would like a personal reading, I am offering them for a short time. There's the link to book it. Hi, Chanel, how are you? Yeah, I do it every day in the morning. Okay, but again, you're not doing it to do it. It's not a checklist. It's a I'm sinking into my body. I'm doing the regulation twirls. Remember that little 2 minute video I gave you? I'm doing this video and I'm not just getting through and doing it. I'm connecting to my body, sinking into it and feeling the sensations as I rotate. Right now, my body wants to do this actually for like 6 more minutes. Oh, we got some people from India today. That's great. There you go. This is you connected to your body, Antoinette. It's a lot. This is overwhelming. It's feeling a lot like black or white to me. A lot of it's fun and exhilarating and soft and fun, but a lot of it's also, wait, I'm enjoying too much when I should be panicked and trying to find a job. Whoa, this back and forth of emotions is a lot for me. Universe, I need to start feeling in the center. I need to start feeling grounded and connected to my body as I go through this journey. Truth be told, there's a part of me that's really afraid that I'm not going to be able to find something after 4 months. I'm afraid of that. Okay, let's see, what else does Spirit got for you? And you do need to let it go that this is the journey you picked. We know you're saying you didn't say it in a mean or a bad way. Why do I do this to myself? But just the fact that you're saying it, just the fact that you have access to that thought, is that you're not letting go. This is the path I got on. It's bumpy. It feels overwhelming. Oh, next time, universe, I'm pre-paving for a softer, smoother ride. And I'm going to pre-pave that the gentlest, quickest path next time. Universe, I think I'm actually really frustrated and angry to admit that I'm ready to be employed again. Antoinette, do you see how that's coming up for you? I'm not ready to give up this full-time momming thing. I feel it's a lot. I feel overwhelmed that maybe I didn't experience it and enjoy it enough. Maybe I didn't I feel worried that I didn't pre-pave it enough in my system, that the partner I do get, that won't be active enough within me for me to be able to enjoy working part-time, to be able to focus on the family. But I also feel worried that I'm not going to get like a job and be able to pay for everything in 4 months because I don't know when it's all coming in. Whoa, this is a lot, Antoinette, that's going on for you. I don't see that. I'm loving the freedom now. I get to enjoy Zumba in the morning. Ooh. Antoinette, did you feel that shift in your body? I guess how I'd word it, a little bit in your belly and like a little elation in your chest. Did you feel that? Okay. Did that feel like a soft, warm glow, which is a yes, which is joy, which is delight, which is upliftment? Or did it feel a little, I don't know how to word it. What? Are you telling me I can't enjoy this good thing? Right? There's a difference between, oh, I'm so disappointed. I love that Zumba instructor, and I feel so sad I won't be able to take that class anymore. That's alignment. That's alignment. That's authenticity. That's you grounded in your body versus a, what? Are you telling me I can't enjoy that class anymore? Because that class is really good, and I quite frankly like doing it in the morning. Do you see the difference between the two? One is tightening and disconnecting, stomping your feet. Okay, that's disconnecting, man. So it is a kicking and screaming of a, why. It's more like a, right now how I'd word it is, why can't I allow myself to enjoy this good feeling thing? I feel like I should. Why can't I be good enough to allow myself to enjoy this longer? I should be so strong and so connected to my inner being that I know I'll get a job when the time is right. Like, you're putting yourself in this perfection trap. If I was really good enough, if I was really in alignment, I could keep going and I should be able to enjoy this till month 3.5. Why can't I allow myself to enjoy this good thing? Okay, hold on. But Antoinette, the part that you're missing is you just wanted to manifest a touch of mom life, a touch of what a stay-at-home mom life looks like, so you can get a taste to see if you like it. And now there's a part of you that's, it is not fun to not be employed. It is not fun to not know exactly how much money's coming in. And you know what? There's also a part of me, I would like to get a job a little bit kind of soonish. Because then a lot of this money could either go towards saving, cash savings, retirement saving, or this can drastically pay down a lot of debt. You're ignoring how much joy and delight that would bring you. And they're asking, do you see? I feel pressure if I can be in my body and be authentic. This feels difficult. Right, because you're ignoring some of your true authentic emotions right now. They just highlighted a bunch of them right now. I hate to admit it. I feel frustrated that I just manifested a sampling of mom life. I feel frustrated that I can't allow myself to enjoy this better. I feel frustrated that whatever my makeup in life has been up until this point, that I just can't relax another couple more weeks. You know what? There is a part of me that would really like putting this money that I've got. I'd love to put it to savings, to debt. I hate admitting that good feeling. So you're not allowing yourself to admit those good feelings that do point to you going back to work. And Antoinette, you've witnessed me for a very long time. You saw me when I was running a business 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Um, and then you saw me kick my feet up and go into a river every day. And for a while, it was extreme joy and pleasure and pressure. But then you also saw me be depressed for years. And it's because I was kicking my feet and going, no, I'm doing what's right. I'm kicking my feet in the river. I'm going out and enjoying life and nature every day. This is fun, right? And now it's like a, no, you know what's actually fun is I actually, one, I like money. I love money. Money is fun. I like money. You know what's fun for me? Working with clients. I love working with clients. I love channeling spirit. It was me denying those things. Does that make sense, Antoinette? And like you see me coming back to life, you see me getting a little bit more sharp, a little bit more mentally, you know what I mean, Antoinette? I really enjoy having freedom and I want a new job. I'm afraid I'll manifest the same job as before. There we go. Now you're back into authenticity. I don't want to go back to that old way of living. I hate that I want a new job. I do feel new job. I feel really afraid of getting the same kind of old job universe. Please guide me to something that feels more like this, and this, and that allows me to enjoy my home life even more. That's what a manifesting universe guide me. There you go. Now you're in alignment. Makes sense? All right. Beautiful job, everyone, today. The show went a little bit longer today, but that's okay. Come hang out Thursday. Lots of love, everyone. Bye.